ladies and gentlemen, I'm a truly local surgeon here, work here. And thank you for everybody to join the lab demo of Professor Kim, to go to my OR to see the lab demo yesterday. It's a very successful the operation performance. My patients go very well. I'm not worried. I just sent Professor Kim to the shuttle to so now yes, why is the initial result for HIFU? Everybody know the HIFU is from Hong Kong. Professor Liang has a lot of experience, because the Taiwan FDA not approved like the United States yet. But fortunately, I heard from the company, they say that they resubmit the application. They got approved just 2 weeks ago. So after that, we can legally doing the things. Now I just try to use, and with permission of some patient and IRB. Just as I say, the HIFU is the earliest data is very good. So it's from the Professor Lang from Hong Kong. He reported 73 nodule, and then follow the 6 months. The volume reduction is 68.3. It's very good. So it arises a lot of interest among the world, and we also invited as an annual meeting as an invited speaker 2 years ago. And he's one of my very good friends. We are FB friends, so I can ask a lot of questions. I even refer my patient to Hong Kong, because to Hong Kong, Taiwan is very close. Some flight attendants, he has a nodule 6 centimeter. I sent to Brian Liang, and had a very successful treatment. But now we can do it by myself. It's an earlier peer review publication. In early publication, it's all from Europe. And you can notice after 2017, it's all the publication from Hong Kong. Yeah, the page 2 is also from Brian Liang. So Brian got promoted as a fully professor. Yeah, with the papers. It's a very successful practice. And I don't want to waste the time to introduce all the theory of the HIFU. The HIFU is by the ultrasound transduce energy to the nodule. It's a very comprehensive, very safe way, new way to do it, without needle. You say we have the RFA, some microwave. We still need to stick the very big needle to the nodule. Yeah, for the patient, it's a kind of dangerous with a hemorrhage. Yeah, the computer can calculate the area, and I heard from Professor Kim in the Korea they have the MRI based HIFU. He can measurement for the temperature. We do it even safer, but the problem is that the machine will be very very big. Yeah, but this one is a very small machine. It's like smaller than this table. Yeah, we can. It's portable to go to among other clinical settings, and to OR. Yeah, yeah. This I say that they focus the energy here to as a very good energy transduction without any needle. Yeah, so it's safe, and it's a computer will calculate, or it's a very, we call it artificial intelligence. Later I will show you how we do it. Our HIFU indication is a non-toxic symptomatic nodule with FNA Basista 1 or 2. Over Basista 3, maybe we'll go to the operation or follow with repeat FNA. It's Professor Liang's criteria. They extended recently to Graves' disease and some PTMC. They already submit some paper last year. I have only 2, so no results. It's just his experience. Yeah, no result. No very comprehensive results. 2, because it's a test use. It's not fully approved by the TFDA. We calculate the patient's data, and we use the Valen to calculate with that kind of method. And we will follow perioperative ultrasound, and post-op did 1, 3, 6, 9, and 12 months post-operation. Yeah, this is in the OR setting. The patient, because the patient cannot be moved for if a patient move, you need to do all the procedure again. So we put patient with IV general anesthesia, and my anesthesiologist worry about the airway problem, so he insists doing the LMA. Yeah, it's a laryngeal mask, tube laryngeal mask. So the patient prevents any movement. And this short video, I will show you how we to make the plan for it's a 1-minute video. Because I think it's very important. It can show how the machine will start to do it. Surgeon need to locate the nodule with the ultrasound, and the machine, we will start to marking the skin. Yeah, now I use the pen to mark the skin on the screen. So it's a very, and then the computer will record, and I mark in the area of the nodule which I want to break. And then the computer, you decide to do in the two layer. And I marked something we want to avoid. It's a carotid, it's a trachea, it's already marked. So all we surgeon have to do is to locate the anatomical landmark. So the computer will automatically calculate the layer, and they will skip the red circle they skip the dangerous zone. Now we can start to abrade. Yeah. So for surgeon we are very easy. Yeah. I need to skip to the result. Now case one is a 31. He has 8.8 millimeter nodule, and but it's quite big. It's almost 4 centimeter. And the HIFU we do in the two layer is like less than 20 kJ, and 1 month post of HIFU, the size is almost the same. It's like 85.1% decrease, volume reduction. And I want to recruit the patient for 3 months, but unfortunately the patient go for the vacation. So I apologize. It's a question mark. But I called, and her husband replied me, so he can send the photo to me. It become flat, and the video when the patient swallow, it still can see the nodule. Yeah, and the patient think the symptom go away. And we go to the case number 2. Case number 2, I have only 1 month follow-up because it's a very recent case. The volume is very big. It's almost 30 millimeter, and the pre-HIFU, and we only doing the 1 layer because the patient is like spongiform. There's a cyst inside, so I aspirate some cyst and inject some ethanol. Professor Liang told me so he was doing 2 things combined. Yeah, but it's not study. It's for my patient, so I agree to doing the combined therapy. So it's 1 week. You can see the volume reduction to like 50%. But I cheated because it's a fluid aspirate by the needles. Yeah, but you can see the 1 month still decreasing. You can see the thickness is become thinner, and the volume we calculate is go to the 13 and the point millimeter. So I think it's if you combine 2 therapy, that will be very successful. Now this case only doing one layer. Yeah, the reason doing 1 layer because it's very big. When I aspirate the fluid, it become thinner. So I only doing 1 layer. Yeah. And we need a skin cooling. Yeah, this one is the case number 1. You can see that it still have some nodule visible. and now it's almost flat looking. And we go into the workshop, and the Brian Liang will come here to teach us. Yeah, so I suggest everybody want to start this need to have the very good course by the company, need to improve. Conclusion, yeah, it's a truly scholars, non-invasive procedure. And I most appreciate is artificial intelligence by the computer will calculate and avoid the dangerous zone. Then the indication need to be clarified. That's the reason the Taiwan and the United FDA not approved. Yeah. Yet, and potential procedure like a vocal palsy, Horner syndrome, and some costs need to be to think twice. Thank you very much.
Anyway, congratulations. We have a good start. I think this message for 3 years, but still not available. As I know, in Taiwan, there's only the breast cancers and also the neurosurgeries. Government was approved to use this message. I found some of the people, most of the people from the Professor Liang, the Hong Kong University. And I just want one question for you: how is the safe margin? Because basically, it's energy transfers. So the nerve problems also a big problem. How about the safe margin? I mean, you make the mark, but how long is safe for the nerve transmission, for the energy transmission?
Because I'm very short of experience, but all the instructions say the surgeon, always surgeon need to mark the area of the nodule. If you are very worried about it, you can make smaller. But the computer will calculate, they will automatically decrease the energy. It's very close to skin and very close to this one, but the detailed data, I have no idea. But my first case, he has the voice change. I'm very worried. Well, maybe burn to the recurrent laryngeal nerve, and the patient got the movement during the procedure. I'm start worried, but I send patient to the laryngoscopy. There's a no vocal palsy, and the voice recovered like one week. So what is this? so we need more data to answer your question. Next time I will ask Professor Liang.
Do you think before the IFU, you want to make sure whether this nodule is benign or malignant? Do you think a conical biopsy is better than finding aspiration? Sometimes the nodule may be type 3. This is not type 3 or type 4. If it is a follicular neoplasm, I don't think the IFU is good for this patient. So, do you think conical biopsy better than finding?
I totally agree. Yeah, because the Professor Beck from Korea, he insists every patient have the RFA need to code biopsy. And but the problem is the patient is very fearful of the needle, so they choose HIFU. If I want to go into the very big needle, the patient will go to the RFA. So that's the main reason. So I will evaluate the ultrasound by the AES guideline. There is a look nodule, that look benign, and then according to the persistent system. I think for maybe Sally can tell us it's a very comprehensive way to decide. So I think we can avoid the cold biopsy. I'm doing a very big needle for the acid injection myself. I use a 14-gauge big needle, but also put patient on anesthesia because the patient see the needle will get not happy. And how much it costs? Almost $3,000 US. The company want to charge almost $3,000.
rather than active surveillance for minimal invasive PT scan, MPTC, maybe instead of active surveillance, we can do HIFU brain. Yeah, maybe cost effect is. Yeah.
The answer is for HIFU is not good enough because the HIFU need a more safe margin because we don't stick needle inside. But the Professor Lee's question is answered by China. China will do a lot of micro PTC with IFA. They do needle because Professor Chen is too busy, cannot do it. So go to IFA, I can ablate your micro PTC, it's okay. But HIFU is Liang has data, but I worry about the accuracy. It cannot be as accurate as the IFA.
那个中国医科大学那个好像不太赞成那个。
就是在大陆那边，我们有一个这个非常反对，就是做这个 radio frequency for nodule, cerebral nodule。我们有一个共识，专家公司在去年刚刚出来，外科反对就是把这个，特别是做在这个 PTMC， 做 PTMC 是绝对反对的。但在 HIFU 的话呢，我们从来没做过，我们就是反对的是 radio frequency for cerebral nodule。Especially for PTMC.
What's the reason for objection?
就是因为癌它是会扩散的，所以说你是一个他们都是打着就是 minimally invasive cure 这种治疗的方式 method 这种治疗方式，但是如果是chemo 已经走掉了，如果 chemo 走掉，这 transoral 和 HIFU 比起来，那 HIFU 你可以说什么张口都没有，更是一个漏齿。那如果以这个来说的话，那肯定是很多人会去接受这样的，就是美容和创伤都没有了，他怎么都没有了，就是这样。
这你们不做，他跑去香港
对
找梁。
对。
梁太写
所以说的话呢，
梁他那个已经上回去。
对于这个问题的话，现在就是到底是一句话是病人需要还是医生需要的手术的问题，这个是一个非常严肃的问题。
Psychological patients much release instead of constant active surveillance, come back to the clinic.
对，就是如果是一些很小的胃癌，我们甚至不做手术，就是 observation 就够了。那么 observation 就没有任何的损害，就没有任何，它是比什么都无创的。为什么还去多加一个 radio frequency 或是 HIFU？ 这就是现在的问题。所以我们觉得这个，就是我个人认为，这个就是如果是一些低维的癌的肯定是，那么你即使就是说你是 benign 的 tumor。benign tumor 怎么来确定手术权？比如说 FNC 穿出来是一个粒泡性的细胞。你说这个是个 benign 还是 malignancy？ I think it's very difficult to before operation to diagnose a follicular cancer or follicular tumor. It's difficult. So, what is the real benign nodule? That's a question. I think.
And come.
You're way ahead of us in RFA and in this technique as well. I don't know anybody in the States who does RFA. And I learned about this technique only from the literature. The question about core biopsy versus fine needle biopsy, I don't think I've done a core biopsy in 8 or 10 years. We've used fine needle biopsy for everything. And that's good because it shows you the proportion of colloid to cells, so you can help decide. But I admire the work because you're way ahead of us.
Thank you, Professor.
谢谢施大夫哈。那这个 session 的第3